section. I'm here today to bring the review for Build King Manga Chapter 7, and the first thing I've honestly got to say is that I told you so. I told you so. I said it from jump. I think it was chapter 5. Yeah, I'm gonna say chapter 5. I'm not chapter 5, chapter 4. But I've been saying it since then, you know. Why doesn't Ton just take the backside of his hammer and down, and then boom, bam, job done. On to the next arc kind of thing. And I thought I missed something. I thought, like, I just wasn't understanding. But when we get to chapter 7 now, skip to the end, what is Ton doing? With the backside of the hammer, and it seems like, pretty certain, when we go into chapter 8, things will be aka okay, good as gold, brand spanking new kind of thing. So that's a win for me, but at the same time, I don't want this hammer to become what I think is the right term that I'm looking for is the ex machina, where just when it comes to we need something that needs rebuilding, done. So I'm happy to be right. Who isn't ever happy to be right? But at the same time, I don't want this hammer to be uh this convenient all the time. I want like some limitations. Putting this hammer to disappear. I don't think that's likely though, but yeah, hammer to disappear. But yeah, you get the drift of what I'm saying now. But let's get back. Let's go way back to the beginning of the chapter. So we have Ton seriously trying to break down this hammer. I mean, this castle. Sorry, using the front side of it. And we know he's taking swing after swing after swing at 10 meters. And now it's when he goes back inside, and we can see how tired he is and how quick he's willing to go back to trying to take this castle down. Is where a problem lies for me. And this problem also kind of manifested into a bigger problem for me when we find out when they go into the city that when Ton fell, he fell into an area that's just surrounded with monsters. And now we don't know because we don't see it. If Ton fought these monsters or he was able to run and escape, but I'm more on the thinking of that he had to fight at least some of them. So this is where the problem is. When we see Ton use the 10 times hammer for the 10 times meters for the first time, it had a little effect on his arm. Like I think his arm was just shaking or something like that, but it had an effect on his arm. So my problem is that after can swing, off the 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 swing, there should be some lasting feedback that he shouldn't be able to get over within a couple of minutes, because that's essentially what it was. He was, oh, I'm tired for a few minutes, back up, okay, let's go back to work, and he's doing the exact same thing again. So that is this problem, a bitty problem, but a small problem. Oh, no doubt, no doubt. So throughout the chapter, we are sprinkled with little bits of backstory, uh, all pertaining to Cork, but about the town as well. And we just basically find out just how much I think is it the Bat family is important to the town or the city, whichever one it is, and we just find out that Cork is not biologically related. Sorry, I was lost for words for there for a second. Biologically related to this bad guy. Not really surprising. I mean, like they don't look alike at all, but that is what it is. But it's because of this no relation that Ton is able to do what he does at the end, I reckon. So when we have Ton still trying to take out the castle, we have Rengar come in there who's doing the smart thing, He knows that Ton is not able to take down the castle with brute strength, so he's just looking around the castle, feeling it out, just trying to find a way to um to bring down this castle because it seems like Tom can't do it. So this leads to him finding a tool and then him remembering some words that his master said about how, which was basically, I don't know how to word it. Basically, the answers are within the city kind of thing. Like, if you find in trouble meeting your client's request, the answer could be within the city kind of thing, that kind of vibe. So that leads to them going to the city, finding out about the history of the city, and this leads to him coming to the conclusion that the dragon that they heard about earlier is the upside down castle and the cave and the what's it, the fang, I think, and the head of it and the tooth and all that. um but this leads to Rengar coming to the conclusion of them having to use the backside of the hammer to get the job done. So upon figuring this out, they head back to the castle for them to attempt this this task. So this leads to Ton using the backside of the hammer, and this is where we learn about a little bit more about the hammer, where we find out that when Ton's using the backside, the fertility side, it seems to be draining his vitality as well. So essentially, he's pouring his vitality into the thing that he is rebuilding at the time. And now we see him flex, we see him go at it, we see him go above and beyond what he's capable of, and that is shown drastically within the panels of him spitting out blood. And the thing is, I think the only reason why Ton was able to push himself that far is because they went to the city, because they learned a bit about Quark's backstory, and he can now relate to her because just like him, he's an orphan as well. But it's because of the relation that he can now relate to Quark and his master's words and his dream that he wants to fulfill, that he was able to push himself this far within the chapter and get the job done. And now that's cool and everything, pushing through your limits to get to your dream and all that. But I honestly, seriously do believe that there should be some drawbacks to this because, like I said at the very beginning of this review, he's using the 10 meters front side repeatedly. There doesn't seem to be no drawback when we know that with one swing within chapter 1 or 2, he had problems with his arm. It was chapter 1. He had problems with his arm. So all this swinging that he did with this one chapter alone, there should be some drawback to that, and that is my only problem with this so far. I'm going to give this chapter a 3-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.